Hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. How's everyone doing today? I just got home from work. So if there's anyone watching, I don't know. Using StreamYard is kind of hard to tell sometimes. But this is just a warm-up live stream. At 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to be hopping over to Nicole C Swanson's channel for her live stream over there to show her some support. So I'm excited about that. Hi, Laura. Hello. How are you doing today? I like your photo. I know that there's a name for it. Avatar, is it Avatar? I like it. It looks like water from what I can see here. It's very nice. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I have no reason to complain. I'm just tired. I've been up since before 4, and I just got home from work, so I'm exhausted, but it's okay. I have another day tomorrow, and then I get to rest a bit. Oh, wow, that's your lake. Oh, my goodness, it's so beautiful. Hi, Leslie. Hello. Good to see you. So nice of you guys to drop in. Did I even say that correctly? I'm tired. I'm so tired. I don't know. I want to do a canning with Ghost, but man, I just don't know if I can do it after work. I don't know. Maybe if I do something easy like potatoes or something. But I want to make a huge pot of chili and can it. That's my goal. So we'll see. I did just stop at the store. I don't know what food is like in your area, but I just went to our Publix and everything looked pretty good. What I was really surprised about, there was like hardly any cat litter and not that much cat food. And as far as like the wet cat food or the canned cat food, just a few cans. Thank you. I know that I can do it. It's not. I don't think that is hard. It's more like energy wise. On a Saturday, but I really want to do it. Hey Keith, have you posted another video? I haven't noticed a notification come through. You gotta show off some of that interesting artwork of yours. If you guys haven't checked out Keith's channel, it's so cool. His short that he did for the artwork piece that he did for Prepper Tribe. So it was so good. So what are you guys all up to? Anything new in your neck of the woods? Nothing much here. Oh no. How are you doing with that? I hope you recover quickly. Do you know which one you have? If you have the Delta or the Delta Extra? We had some family not far away from us. They're just like in the next county over, so like a 45-minute drive. They were told that they had the Delta, but they were also told that they weren't able to test them to figure out which one they had, which is kind of ridiculous. But I've heard that the Delta has been in Miami, or the Delta Plus has been in Miami for a while. The Mu was here, and I never heard anything about that. Can you drop your link, Keith? He should be able to. He has a wrench. Yeah, I'm hoping they get better too. No clue. They just said Delta and I feel fine. Like 0 symptoms at all? Thank you. It was weird. There was a family that one of their daughters, I want to say she was like 13. She had a really bad earache. And they have like 5 or 6 kids. And one of the younger ones, not like, I mean, they have toddlers too, but like one of the younger ones that was like 7 or 8, she had no sense. She had like no taste, no sense of smell, none of that. That was her only symptom. Nobody had fevers at all. The only one that tested positive was the child that had the earache, but the one that had no taste, no smell was negative. Hava, you can do it. They will walk you through every step. I haven't done the pressure canner yet, but I have done the water bath canning. Yeah, that's what I've done. I've done the water bath canning. And I've done like, you know, beef jerky and other dehydrated fruits and vegetables and stuff like that, but not the pressure canner. I don't even have like a traditional pressure canner for like stews or anything like that. So thank you for your encouragement, Leslie. I appreciate it. And there is the link. I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say. Let's see. Leslie, you can do the pressure canning also, girl. I just started doing it this year also. And if I can do it, anyone can. Thank you for the support and the encouragement, Laura. That's very sweet. Hey, Bug. Thank you for dropping in to say hi and leave a thumbs up. I appreciate it. I wanted to stay up, man, last night for Hutch's live, and I think I was only in there for maybe 20 minutes at most. And then I had to get to bed. Y'all with your late night streams that I've been so used to. Hey, Justin, you just returned from day 1 of the Copenhagen Book Fair. Totally wasted, now chilling. Good for you. Did you get your piece turned in today like you had wanted to? All edited down, words cut, cleaned up, and sent in to the journal? I would be a walking mess at a book fair of any sort. I go into like a used bookstore and I just come out with bags and bags and bags of books. It's ridiculous. My favorite bookshop is this little bookshop in St. Augustine, and I only go there like once every couple of years. But whenever I do, I always hit that bookshop. Leslie says, Laura, I'm waiting on my gaskets to come in, and I will definitely be jumping in the party for canning wool. He says, Laura, it's on YouTube. Bug saying hi to Laura. Yeah, Keith, it's happened several times to me now. Oh, I missed what you were saying. Okay. That you weren't sub. This crap has happened to me so many times. Right? Now, what's interesting is a lot of times I'll see in the I'll see preppers mention or people in chat that they keep getting unsubscribed to the prepper channels. But years ago, even though I was still like listening to prepper channels, you know, homemaking channels, etc., or when I used to have a farm, you know, farming channels. But for a while I was like in the true crime community, and I would like listen to cases and, you know, follow, you know, leads and stuff, not leads, but like updates, etc. And even people in that community, they're like, I've been unsubbed like, you know, X amount of times. So I think it just happens. I heard, and don't count this as gospel, but I've heard that if somebody has a channel, and let's say okay, we're just going to use Keith and I as an example. So let's say I subscribe to Keith, one of his subs, but I never watch his stuff. Maybe I do in the beginning, but like months and months and months go by and I don't really watch too often. And that could be one reason why I could be unsubbed from a channel. So there's that theory out there that if you're not active enough on one of the channels that you're subbed to, that you can be unsubbed. But I don't have confirmation of that. It's just something that I've heard. Now with like the prepper community and other channels that like put out the news, it's more likely probably that there's the Google mods that will unsub you. If you leave a comment, it's not supposed to do that. That's what I thought too. But I think that, you know, if you, and I don't mean you specifically, I just mean, like, I should say, if one leaves comments and then for a while, whether it's a month, 2 months, 3 months, either don't really watch, you know, the full, you know, the video, or they're just not watching any of the videos, they can get unsubbed from that. Yeah. But like I said, it's just theory. Thank you. Sometimes I feel like I don't make sense when I talk. So I'm glad that you get what I'm saying. I don't know if anybody watched Appalachia PIA, her live yesterday. No, it wasn't her. It wasn't her. Sorry. It was a really good live stream though. You guys should go back and watch it. Oh, it wasn't her. Who was it? Oh, it wasn't Bigfoot. It wasn't Bigfoot. It was, I think, Prepper 101. It's the one where Lake Fairy's on there a lot. They were trying to let everybody know that there's something bigger probably coming on than what we've been dealing with. And it was kind of funny to watch everybody in the comments not having a clue when it was being spelled out. I mean, it even took me a while to figure it out. Oh, I wanted to ask you, Justin, so now that you're totally wasted and now that you're just chilling since all your hard work is done, what are you drinking? I'm curious. Is it just me or has it been a crappy year? It's been different. I don't want to say crappy because, okay, yeah, crappy when you look at 2019, when you look at 2020, who would have thought 2020 was going to get any worse? I mean, I kind of did. I personally felt like there was no way that they were going to let the crisis, you know, go to waste. All right, Leslie. Thank you for popping in to say hello. I appreciate it. So, and Laura says, yeah, it's been. I've noticed it more with kids. Like they feel like they've really missed out on having a social life, and I don't mean like partying or clubbing or anything like that. Just like the in general, like, you know, the get-togethers, the hangouts, the board game nights, pizza night, you know, movie night, whatever. Just you know, teenager stuff. And I don't mean wild teenager. I mean more like better behaved teenagers, you know. So they're struggling. They're struggling. I think what has been the crappiest this year is just the divide amongst the vaccination and one's vaccination status. I think that's really been crappy to see people pit each other, pit each other against, you know, each other or whatever. I just pisses me off. Drinking coffee Americano. But I thought you were wasted. So what's in your coffee, Justin? You've had a lousy year, but the previous few months have gotten better here. Well, that's good to hear. I guess my brother says the same thing in Germany. Like it has gotten better over there. It's also gotten better for family in Italy. But they don't test anymore. It's either you have to show proof of like immunity, or you have to have a passport to do anything. And in some places that includes going to the grocery store. Laura doesn't have a teenager. Yours is only 6. Enjoy those sweet years. Just coffee with vegan milk. What type of vegan milk? Do you do soy? Do you do coconut? I like coconut milk. I heard oat milk is really great. I just haven't tried it yet. There was a canned coconut milk that I bought. Oh my goodness, I think it was at the dollar store. And it was so good. I mean, it still had that coconut taste. It was great. And then I bought one from Publix, and it was terrible. It was bitter. It had this like, it was bad. I think I kept them. I might have written on the label like it's bitter and it's gross. Don't put it in your coffee. Maybe don't even bake with it. Use it like if you're starving or something. Keith is having a Bud Light. Boss said yesterday it was okay to drink this early. For me, like I want to have one right now, but I wanted to stay up, but I can't. I just remembered I have to go to work again tomorrow. Oh my goodness. So I have not had anything yet. So, but I'll probably have some wine later. I don't like Bud Light though. I like, if I'm going to drink a beer, I guess I would like a room temperature ale, like a light ale. I don't like anything too dark, but I don't like cold beer. All right, so you have experience. So my eldest is in her first year of college, and she's fine. And then I have a 14-year-old that's in 11th grade. He's way more advanced than he should be. I need to slow him down. I've always homeschooled my kids. So, yeah, I've always homeschooled. And my daughter graduated early, but she didn't graduate 2 years early. So I need to figure out something with my son to slow him down a bit. He doesn't need to be graduating in 2 years. Lupin milk. I have never heard of lupin milk. I need to write that down. I don't even bring a pen in here with me. Room temp. Absolutely. In fact, so room temp that if I have to pull it out of the fridge, Okay, don't laugh, but this is totally true. I will grab the cold beer out of the fridge and I will put it into a very large cup filled with warmer than lukewarm. So it's not totally hot, but it's warmer than room temp. And I will sit that beer in there for about 10-15 minutes until it's warm. Yeah, I like warm beer. I know everybody makes fun of me for that, but I don't drink beer very often. It's very filling. I don't really like it. I prefer red wine, something, and I like a bitter red wine. I don't like anything sweet, and then that includes beer. I prefer like a bitter beer. I don't like anything. I don't like sweet stuff. You're the first. I'm the first one that's ever like warm beer. Lupin milk is probably the closest vegan that comes to cow milk. I'm going to text that to myself right now because I've never heard of it, and I do not see a what was I saying? I just lost my train of thought. I don't have a pen, and I want to write this down, so I'm going to text it to myself. So just bear with me. Bear with my slow brain at the moment. Lupin milk. I'm the first. I don't either. No, crap. I hate that bitter wine crap. I would rather drink liquor or a mixed drink. See, sweet wine makes me nauseated, so I can't drink sweet wine. It's not. In fact, there was this wine that I bought. I want to say it was a flip-flop wine, but I'm not 100% sure. It was a Cabernet. I poured a glass and I take a sip. It was so thick, and I don't mean the oh my goodness, word fart. No, brain fart. The consistency itself was not thick. It was like the flavor, or it just felt heavy, and it was so sweet. I gagged with my first sip. I mean, it wasn't until I was done with my first glass that I could tolerate it. And I don't mind some liquors, but in very small amounts, like 2 shots of tequila, and I pass out. Like, I don't know what it is about tequila, but it does not like my body chemistry. Although I do like margaritas, but they have to be the salty ones with lime. A lot of lime. I remember, my goodness, like 25, 30 years ago, I used to drink Goldschlager. I would take shots of Goldschlager on occasion. And I still remember how that would like burn going down. It's because it's a cinnamon liquor, you know. I haven't done shots in forever. But my main thing was Heineken, and this is, of course, when I was clubbing. Heineken and Jägermeister. So, like, when I was like really, really early into the clubbing scene. So I did a lot of clubbing from like 18 to 20, and then when I was 20, I couldn't get into clubs anymore because they were more strict with the fake IDs. So then I clubbed for a while and then got married and didn't drink anymore. And then now I drink. Now that I'm in my 40s, I do have alcohol, but I went a long time without anything at all. Wait, I have some wine. I don't know what it is. I'll go look. I don't know. With all your artwork, Keith, you might have something fancy schmancy. 1 tequila, 2 tequila, 3 tequila, 4. I did that once. I totally did that once. I had 2 tequila shots. Might have had 3. But I want to say that I had 2, and then I had like a half of a margarita, but it was like a sweet margarita. And I swear I want to say that it was the sugar in that margarita did something with that alcohol, and it just, and I went to sleep. Like, I didn't even hear anybody singing happy birthday at the party. I don't remember getting home. I mean, I was with my husband. We were with family, you know, but that stuff tastes like cough syrup. What tastes like cough syrup? Like the Jägermeister? Barefoot Moscato. Okay, so Moscato is a light wine, and it's very sweet. My friend from first grade absolutely loves Moscato. It's like her favorite. I don't like it. It's too sweet for me. Now, I could probably drink it if I put lime or lemon in it. I could do that, but I just do. It's just too sweet. But I love Moscato grapes. They're just not super easy to find. I have no clue, Keith. I am not a wine drinker. Laura, yes, Jägermeister. And what's funny is Jägermeister tastes like licorice, like black licorice. I hate black licorice, but for some reason, when I was in my 20s, I could take shots of that. I don't know, but I'm gonna drink it. Like right now, Keith, you're gonna pour a sip. Oh, that reminds me. You know what I need to do? I need to taste some homemade wine. I made some homemade wine. I used a cherry apple juice, which I'm afraid is going to taste like cough syrup. I'm not a huge fan. Exactly. Go for it, Keith. I'm not a huge fan of cherry anything unless it's like fresh cherries. But yes, let's all pour a sip. I am in a different room. I'm in a different room in my house. I can't go. I can't. I mean, I could, but then you're going to be staring at, like, you know, my pillows and my shades there. So I feel bad going to pour. But yeah, I did make some homemade wine. So the first one was an apple cherry, and then the second one was just an apple, and then I have 3 in the pantry that's still burping, you could say. And so what's burping right now are 2 white grapes, and then I am trying to get because you know, I'm afraid that the wines are going to be too sweet. So I bought grapefruit juice, hoping to get a bitter wine. So we'll see how that comes out in another couple months. Thank you. Where'd it go? I just put it up there. I'll sip for y'all. All right, so tell us what you think of your Moscato. I wanted to try to make, is it vodka from potatoes? I buy these big 5-pound bags of potatoes, and sometimes I'll cook them and sometimes I won't. And my husband's like, they're starting to grow potatoes. And meaning, you know, they're starting to sprout and stuff. So I was like, you know, maybe I should I have so many seed potatoes already for gardening that I don't need 5 pounds of seed potatoes. Maybe I could make some vodka. Laura says, yep, you can have mine, Keith. Well, make us some moonshine. I've never had moonshine. I've been in places where I've had the opportunity to try it, and I never have. I have smelled it. There was a girl, an acquaintance, and she had brought some, and I want to say it was like an apple pie moonshine. This was in northern Florida many, many years ago. I was there for just a few months, but I just took a whiff of it, and it smelled like an apple pie, and I did not want to drink it. And I was also probably a little bit afraid that it was going to knock me on my butt. Not a fan of this crap. All right, so you think Moscato wine is crap. Well, are you drinking it cold or are you drinking it room temp? Justin, are you still in chat? Just wondering. Yep, you can still get the flavor, but it's not sweet, so you have no worries there. Interesting. Okay. Kind of like a flavored seltzer water. Like it can have the essence of grapefruit or lemon or raspberries, but without the sweetness. No moonshine, what? I don't get what you mean. I don't know if you mean me passing on the moonshine or it's not for you. Room temp. Okay, as far as I know, Moscato, so any kind of white wine or pink wine should be chilled. But I very rarely like a chilled wine at all. I'm definitely a room temp girl most of the time, but on occasion, like a Pinot Grigio chilled is nice. Yeah, I've not made it before. I'm here. I heat the milk first. Tastes wonderful. I'm definitely going to look into that lupin milk and see if we can get that here in the States. Are you going to hop over to Nicole C Swanson's live stream? She starts in 4 minutes. Exactly, Laura. That's the quickest thing to do is just throw some ice in it. Is it too sweet for you? Is that why you don't like it, Keith? You have to try moonshine once in your life. I plan on it. I really want to make it though, not just for drinking, but for just to have like high alcohol content. You never know when you need it. That's why I wanted to try to make vodka, but maybe moonshine would be better. But I think moonshine is the one where you have like mash and then you separate it, you stick it in the freezer, then you separate what is frozen from not frozen, and then you put it in the freezer again. Like it's not that it's not that it's an intimidating process. It's just, it's not like a wine that you just, burp, and let sit and then maybe re-rack. I did, Laura. What kind of Keith, what kind of moonshine did you make? Curious. I'm staying here with all you peeps. I'm not going to be on long. I promised Nicole that I would go over to her live stream. This was just like a warm-up for anybody that wanted to pop in and write. So I'll be going over to Nicole's live stream for a while. But I have thought about, like, once Nano's over and I'm not writing, because November is pretty much for writing and for editing, I've thought about doing lives. Like, I want to do like an exercise live, because I procrastinated that as well. And so I don't know. I just thought about doing things like a live stream for like anybody can chat in or, come up and like talk about what they're doing, or if I'm streaming and, that you need to, or somebody that needs to, I don't know, stitch a pair of socks, mend a pair of socks, or finish knitting something, or, defrost some meat. I don't know, just a live stream dedicated to getting something done that normally one would procrastinate doing. Keith, I'm not a wine drinker, but if it helps sickness, I'm gonna drink it. I don't know if Moscato would be one that would be helpful personally. I would go with something strong and more dry Merlot, something like a 14%. Those aren't very cheap. I don't really buy them, but that's what I would do if it's for medicinal purposes. Or just do what they did in the old days, like, some whiskey or bourbon, like a hot toddy. which I don't think I've ever had a hot toddy. And if I did, it was when I was a kid and grandma would have made it for me. If you don't want to make it, just buy you some, or you could buy some Everclear. I wouldn't even know where to buy moonshine. I thought it was still like illegal or something. Everclear. I've heard of it, but I don't know what it is. Okay, so if you don't know who that is, okay, so her name is Nicole, middle initial C, and then Swanson. She is someone that I just met online a couple days ago, and she's doing a writing live stream. Yeah, Laura, you were right. It's a person that writes. Apple pie moonshine. Just the name of it, just zero interest. Like maybe lime moonshine, strawberry moonshine maybe, but like fresh strawberries, not like pie, not strawberry pie, you know. Lupin milk is produced mainly in France and Germany. You probably have to buy it online and get it sent. I did so many years ago just to try it, but now I have a few shops in Denmark that sell it. All right, I'll ask my brother in Germany. You know, you can buy moonshine now. Had no idea. I don't ever go to the liquor store. Maybe I will. Well, I'm not a writer, so I don't think I'll be in class today. That's fine, Laura. That's absolutely fine. When you say that, it reminds me of Montagraph. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. And that's how it's done. See that? Speaking of class, okay, her live stream has just started, so I should keep to my word and go over there. As much as I love hanging out with all you guys, I feel like I do need to keep my word and go over to her live stream and show support. And I don't feel obligated. I do want to keep my word. So I'm going to do that. So thank you all. I'm going to be drunk. I'm going to be too drunk to be in class. All right, so if you're going to be too drunk to be in class, then use that to your advantage and make some really far out there artwork. Expand your horizons. Right? All right, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and say good night for this live stream. Thank you all for popping in and saying hello. I appreciate it. Very kind of you all. And maybe I'll see you in some live streams later on this evening. Good night.